Cool, well I hope this is working. I guess we'll find out later on. Fold, so what, we got a limp, and then a raise from the small blind. Small blind with 3 players in position. It's going to be raising a very tight, strong range, so this is going to be an easy fold. We're going to be out-kicked in a lot of situations, and very difficult to play post-flop. And also we have 2 players behind us that we don't really know what they can be doing. We got a limp, and then we're just going to in a raise of ace-queen suited in the cutoff. So what we got? Under the gun, hijack, I think, and then cutoff, and then button. Call from the small blind, so small blind's more incentivized to be raising. Wouldn't think money, oh Jesus, wouldn't be thinking many calls, so a little bit of a weird range here. This heavily, so yeah, we're going to check this back. Turn comes an ace of hearts, brings in the front door flush. Would have thought if he had a flush draw, maybe would have come out. Probably not. Now for a pair of aces, don't really know what we're going to be targeting. Kind of want to play more of a check calling, see if he takes a stab at it. Now for one-liner out there, I think we just take our showdown value. We think we're just beating a lot of just there. As you can see, just straight air. Next hand here in the small blind, a 6-3 offsuit. Folds around to the button who limps. It's going to be an easy fold. Even though we do probably have the pot odds, just need at least a little bit of a better hand than that in order to make the pot odds worth it at all. Easy fold there on the button. King 9 in, what's this? The hijack, easy fold. 4 deuce, under the gun, easy fold. Let's see if it folds around to us. No, we got a limp. Folds around to the button, who limps. I mean, over to what? Over 2 limpers. Could this be a good squeeze? Dead money? Yeah, I reckon so. Come in here, try and just take the dead money. Button should be pretty much raising any of their good cards. They do call, so we do want to continue our story that we do have a good hand here. Not really, we're going to get a lot of check backs from just a lot of random air, so we're going to not really go too big, kind of just targeting just complete air that we can fold out. When they call there, we got to think they've at least got potentially a flush draw, a 6, 10, like 6x, 10x. Not really going to be calling, maybe like 2 overcards potentially. Now we are thinking probably maybe just 2 overcards, so we're going to try and just put a little bit out there, just try to get folds from the weak portion of their range, thinking that they're not overly strong given that they didn't really want to go for anything on the turn. We do get the fold, so yeah, most likely 2 overcards potentially, flush, front door flush that bricks. Probably should have mentioned that a little bit more. Easy fast fold with 10-6 offsuit. God damn, this stuff moves bloody fast. In the cutoff of King 3 suited, I believe what we would be raising, probably, I think King 5 suited up. But I think folding King 3. Raise from the hijack, going to be an easy fold on the button. Oh no, big blind, my bad. Thought I was under the gun for a second, so yeah. Well, yeah, they're going to be pretty much opening with any 2 cards majority of the time from the button when it folds to them. And then we would be pretty much defending from the big blind of anything that's suited, essentially. Pretty much anything suited. Even suited double gappers, some suited triple gappers as well. Like, I think even 9-6 suited easily, 7-5, you know. So, there's a lot of cards that you can really just call with from there. Now, this is one of those where I am going to call, even though it might not be approved, might not be the good play. And it does make it difficult to play post-flop, even when we do get the king here. But when they go, what's that? A very small sizing. What's the sizing? Like, what, 1/4, 25% pot? It's going to be a pretty easy call, but it's pretty hard to put them on a range here when they're on the button. No button, big blind. Jesus, I cannot. This stuff is too fast at the moment, man. Way too fast. Half pot again. If they go egregious on the river, then we're going to fold. But if they go pretty small, we're probably just going to snap it off. And we get the check back and they mug. One of those where way too thin to really go for value because we're not really going to get called by worse. So pretty easy, just check, and then if they go egregious, then you can easily fold. If they don't go egregious, you can easily call. We'll pretty much just snap it off. Easy raise here under the gun with the pocket eights, and then we get 3-bet. From what's that? That's the button. So yeah, they would be 3-betting a little bit lighter than if we were 3-betting by the now yeah we got the pot odds here. Potentially go set mining and win a big one. We do have an overpair. Okay, we do have an overpair. We are going to not half pot. We're going to size down a little bit because they could easily just have 2 overcards that would be calling a lot here, such as ace king suited, ace queen suited, ace jack suited, king queen. But when and then a snap call. Yeah, no, thank you. I am out of there. Snap call next to act from the small blind when they called next to act after I raised. So I raise a 3-bet and then a call. That's an incredibly strong range from the small blind there. Gotta think, what, slow playing aces, queens? I could easily be queens. I love opening my suited connectors under the gun. Helps to balance out my range. Makes it a lot less face up as to terms of what I have. We get a call from the hijack and a call from the button. So, not button, big blind. That's the second time I've done that. Call from the big blind. It's going to be an easy just check. We got a player behind us. Kind of want to see what he's going to do. We do turn top pair. Is it too thin to go for value? Yeah. Like, because what are we getting called by? Like, an 8's probably only getting called by an 8. There's no real draws out there. Yes, there could be a backdoor flush, potentially. And we are happy to pretty much call a decent amount. When they go about 1/3 pot, this is going to be a pretty easy call. Maybe think about a fold. We're probably behind now. We've got to think at least one of them's potentially could have a 5. One of them potentially could have a diamond, like a diamond draw. We are going to call, peel one more card, see if we can kind of just get a check through in a cheap showdown. Or if one of them just sides down really like to like 5-6k, then we can kind of snap them off. What are they going to do here? Like, we're thinking potentially 5, potentially a strong diamond draw, maybe. See, so what's this guy going to do? So yeah, okay, he's got a 5. Yeah, calling next to act with a 5 makes sense. Limps all around. If I try to squeeze here, it's very clear that I am kind of full of shit. So I'm just gonna kind of check it. Yes, there's a lot of dead money out there, but like, who's really gonna believe me when I come in with that? And then it's kind of one of those situations when I do get called, which I would, you know. I don't know about you, but if I saw someone go with that, I'm calling with a decently wide range in a lot of cases, especially from the small blind mostly. Probably not from earlier position. Easy raise here under the gun. Folds all the way around. Nice easy pot. So what, currently down 19 odd? 18-4. No, 19-4. No, yeah, 18-4. Now 19-4. In the small blind, 4-3 offsuit, that's going to be an easy fold. We would be opening pretty much any 2 cards from the small blind, and when I say pretty much any 2, that does not include, I forgot what the hand was. What was the hand? 4-3 offsuit, unfortunately. We also would be opening a lot of hands from the button as well, but once again, mostly weighted towards suited and a little bit stronger offsuit cards. Easy snap fold there from the cutoff. In the hijack, once again, an easy fold with some offsuit garbage. What time is the footy start? Probably should have checked that. Probably another squeeze opportunity, but once again, I'd kind of want something just a little bit better, something that's easier to play post-flop mostly is also what I'm looking for as well. We do have a gut shot to a 7. No, we're open-ended. My bad. Yeah. Queen or a 7. Damn, I should have bet. Oh well. This many people in position. Don't really have much incentive to kind of go on the turn. Probably should have gone on the flop had I realized that I had an open-ender. Wait, did I have an open-ender on the flop? Yeah, I had an open-ender on the flop. Oh, queens in the small blind. Easy raise here over a limp, and then we've got a big blind behind. So a limp call. Going to be a lot of pocket pairs, suited connectors, suited gappers, on a paired board. So we're going to check out a position, kind of see if they can give us an indication of their hand. They could also have some suited aces as well, so that would be a little bit fortunate. Oh Jesus! But we do need to go for a little bit of value. Snap call, so it could potentially also be just a diamond draw as well. Not going to be an 8 a lot of the time. Weak 8x. And then we'll see kind of how much they go on the river here and try to judge what we think they have. When they go on the half pot, like, are they doing this with jacks? Are they doing this 10s? Are they doing this with 9s? No, we think they have a diamonds draw or just a weak ace x. Easy fast forward. Easy fast forward. Yeah. Easy fast forward. Be back in 1 sec. Well, that's going to do us there. Footy's about to start, so hope you all enjoy your day. Have a great week. Don't know when I'm going to be back again, but I think this might be potentially the format moving forward. Just have a little stream, like 10, 30 minutes here and there, maybe a little bit longer depending on how we're going. But yeah, I reckon this is going to be moving forward. Keeps me nice and consistent, keeps me playing nice and consistently, and I think it all really works out. Hope you guys do enjoy it, if you do watch it. As always, play well, have a good one, take care, see you later.